In this video, we will see the tax authority setup process. We will talk about the business trigger for the process, the data we need to know to run the process. We'll run the process in the idea screens, look at the output of the process, and discuss dependencies and exceptions to the process. Regarding the business trigger, we may need to create a new tax authority when we are going to start tracking a new type of tax, or are going to start, say, operations in a new country, and we need to start to recognize taxes in that country with a corresponding tax authority. There might be, say, tax reform in the country where we operate as well, a new tax reform, and as we create the corresponding tax codes to be able to capture the taxes when we do invoice transactions or disbursements, or when we issue invoices and do cash receipts. At that point, we might need a new tax code, and that tax code needs to be referenced to a new tax authority. As for the data we need for the process, we need to know the tax authority code and the corresponding description or name. This is a fairly straightforward process. We need to go to the Purchase Taxes module first. We then need to access the tax authority screen. We have to enter the tax authority code and then provide a description. After that, we can save, and at that point, the tax authority is set up. So let's look at the process in the idea screens. So we go first to the Purchase Taxes module, then we go to Tables, Tax Authority, or we click on the TA Quick Access button. Now we can go ahead and enter the tax authority ID. And then the description. And we can do a secondary description as well. And save. At that point, we have the output of the process, which is basically a tax authority is created. So if we go back to the module and we click on this screen here, this icon for a preview, we can see the tax authority that was created and all the other tax authorities as well. So anything that has been created as tax authority will now be available in that report. Additionally, we can go ahead and in terms of dependencies, we can go ahead and use that tax authority when we define the tax codes. So we talk about dependencies. We can now create tax code lines and associate those to the new tax authority. So when we create a tax code, we add lines. Each line is associated to a tax authority. Regarding exceptions, this process may differ in the case of Argentina customers. Thank you for viewing this video guide.